Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive.
Hey, everyone.
Today, we're plunging into something really cool, the magic that holds heroes together. And I don't just mean spells.
Right, you mean friendship, that core bond.
Exactly. Like, think back to Harry Potter, Hermione, and Ron. You know, that inseparable trio facing impossible odds growing up.
And saving their world, really, because they had each other's backs. That bond was key.
Totally. So what happens when you take that kind of loyalty that smarts, that sheer courage, and drop it into totally new, uncharted territory?
Like into the world of lucid dreaming?
Precisely. That's our mission today. We're going to explore the core friendships in Lucid Journeys. Get ready to embark on Lucid Journeys. Explore the Phillip Aisling multiverse.
All right, so welcome everyone to this deep dive. And today we're going to be talking about something pretty wild.
Yeah.
We're going to be jumping headfirst into Phillip Aisling's multiverse. Specifically, we're looking at Cynthia, Harriet, Burgermeister, Lehr.
Pronounced Lehr, remember?
Right, Lehr and Jack, and how they kind of echo those iconic roles of Hermione and Ron for Philip.
Our goal is to unpack the emotional roles, the functional roles these friends play for Philip, our main guy, the lucid dreamer.
And really shine a light on how their unique gifts create this unbreakable connection. That's the real magic, isn't it?
It really feels like it is.
And Philip, he's our hero here, learning to shape reality through his dreams, which is, well, it's an incredible journey.
It was a dangerous one, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And as experienced dream masters understand, you don't walk that path alone. His whole journey is supported, sometimes saved, by these amazing friends.
It's fascinating how those classic archetypes just pop up again, you know? Still vital.
Definitely. So where should we start, Jack?
Yeah, let's dive into Jack first. He's Philip's best friend, like, since before kindergarten. Super long time.
Wow, okay. The bedrock friend.
Exactly. He's that calm, rational guy you definitely want around, especially when things get weird.
Uh-huh, the anchor.
Yeah, often has those black frame glasses, very observant. But he's not just watching. He's the tech whiz, the problem solver.
The amateur hacker type.
Kind of. Always thinking practically, even when the problems are, well, anything but practical.
Okay, so the Ron Weasley parallels.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see them most strongly?
Well, first off, the loyalty. It's just unwavering. Jack always has Philip's back, period.
No matter how strange or scary things get with the dreaming.
Doesn't matter. It's this fierce, solid commitment. That deep loyalty is pure Ron, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. That's Ron's defining trait, really. Standing by Harry.
And Jack really acts as Philip's anchor to, like, the normal world when things spin into the supernatural.
Jack's the one saying, okay, but let's think this through logically.
Exactly. He provides that stable, practical support, keeps Philip grounded. He's the calm head when maybe others are reacting more impulsively.
You need that balance, don't you? Someone who can still troubleshoot, fix things, make a plan based on facts.
Totally. But what about his skepticism? Because he is skeptical about all the metaphysical stuff, right?
Yeah, he is. And that's another Ron parallel, isn't it? Ron was often bewildered by the magical world.
But it never stopped him from being there.
Exactly. And same with Jack. You might raise an eyebrow, might question it all, but he shows up, he supports Philip, he finds practical ways to help.
So the skepticism isn't like a wall.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It's almost like a helpful filter. It keeps things grounded, provides a different perspective. It doesn't stop the friendship.
We see that practicality shine in book 1, definitely. Remember Operation Spoof?
Oh yeah, getting the Nagwagon back. That was brilliant.
Right. Jack cooks up this whole multi-step plan, social engineering, spoofing tech, just pure strategy and tech skills.
Turning a mystical problem, a stolen dream tool, into something solvable with logic and hacking, that's Jack.
And his quick thinking saved Cynthia's choir performance too, remember?
Uh-huh. The lighting system, he figured out those complex controls super fast.
And then split-second decision, cuts the lights, total pressure moment, but he saved her performance. That's loyalty in action.
Definitely protected. It wasn't just tech skill, it was about his friend.
Even mundane stuff like library research, he's committed. He tackles finding the Dreamer's Dictionary systematically, logically.
Applying his analytical brain to find this, like, mystical book.
Yeah, and the Oracle visit. He clearly wasn't comfortable with the whole idea.
Weird for a rational guy.
Totally. But he went anyway. Why? Because Philip needed him there. Friendship first.
So Jack really is that ideal of loyal, grounded friendship, isn't he? His rationality, his support, it's the anchor Philip needs to explore those wilder, lucid dreams safely.
Yeah, he makes sure Philip isn't facing the impossible alone, shows that real strength comes from connection, from practical support.
Okay, so Jack is the Ron, the loyal anchor. What about Cynthia Harriet Burgermeister?
Ah, Cynthia. Philip's oldest friend, even before Jack, technically. And yeah, you notice Cynthia.
Commanding presence, powerful voice.
Totally. She just radiates confidence. Comes from a wealthier background, used to getting her way a bit, maybe.
Okay. But independent, too.
Fiercely. She's got her own drive.
So where's the Hermione connection here? Emotionally, perhaps?
Yeah, I think so. There's this deep trust between Cynthia and Philip. It feels really foundational, like Harry and Hermione's bond.
They just get each other, even if they tease.
Exactly. And her loyalty is intense. She will defend Philip fiercely.
But she'll tease him, too.
Oh, absolutely. Playfully, But she's bold, unapologetic. Doesn't shy away from speaking her mind or defending people. That feels very Hermione, that moral courage.
Using her voice, not just for singing, but for speaking up.
Definitely. We see that, like, when she confronts Big Boehner.
Oh, right. Just calls him Roland, takes all the air out of his bullying.
Totally fearless, strips away that whole intimidation thing. And she did something similar with Mrs. Noodle, right?
Exposed her manipulation during that performance? Publicly. That takes serious guts for a teenager, asserting her own integrity.
It's interesting, too, how her own life, her ambitions, kind of drive the plot forward, like inviting Philip for that cruise ship performance.
Yeah, that wasn't just a side thing. It became pivotal, pulling Philip deeper into his journey while she pursued her singing.
But she's got her own skepticism, too, doesn't she? Prefers things she can see and touch.
Right, like calling the Oracle a batty old woman. She's not immediately buying into the mystical explanations.
Yeah, but ironically, her curiosity is what led them to the Oracle in the first place.
Huh, true. So she's grounded in her own way, but still part of the adventure.
Cynthia's definitely a dynamic force, a real testament to self-belief, to courage. She shows that power comes from using your voice, whether it's singing or standing up for what's right.
She reminds Philip and us, I guess, that confidence plus loyalty is pretty powerful.
Totally. Okay, quick pause here. If you're enjoying this journey into lucid dreaming and magical friendship, please don't forget to like, follow, and maybe share this deep dive with someone who could use a little more magic in their life.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Okay, so we've got Jack as Ron, Cynthia covering some key emotional Hermione traits. What about Lehr?
Lehr, pronounced Lehr, the newer friend, right? But brings this whole different energy. Worldly, wise, philosophical.
You get that vibe just from her description. Lean, athletic, those signature bandanas. Hints of someone who's seen a lot.
Yeah, lived all over Melbourne, Calcutta, Munich, Veracruz. She brings that global perspective.
And this is where the functional Hermione parallel comes in, you think?
Exactly. Lehr is the narrative explainer. She's the one providing the crucial insights into dreams, consciousness, even the multiverse. Stuff that Philip, and honestly, we as readers, need explaining.
Like Hermione explaining the rules of magic or the history of Hogwarts, Lehr does that for the metaphysical side of things.
Precisely. She offers the context, the cultural perspectives, helps make sense of the really strange supernatural stuff.
And she does it with this calm adaptability, this wisdom that seems older than she is.
Totally. She gives them frameworks to understand situations that are just incredibly complex and would probably freak most people out.
And that's essential for Philip, right? Validating his experiences.
Hugely. She explains conscious dreaming, meditation practices, the nature of reality versus illusion.
Basically telling him, hey, what you're going through, it's a thing. Experienced dream masters understand this stuff. Makes it comprehensible, even if it's still wild.
Yeah, it grounds the impossible a bit. And she's super proactive, too. Remember the library scene?
She was already deep into her own research when they got there.
Yeah. Self-motivated. And then she jumps right in, helping coordinate the search for the books, adding her own cultural and philosophical insights.
And at the Oracle,
Yeah.
How did she react?
With this really cool philosophical openness, she didn't just dismiss it like Cynthia or feel awkward like Jack. She assessed it, recognized positive and dark energy.
Provided cultural context for the whole mystical experience.
Exactly. And she even bridges cultural understanding in other ways, like teaching salsa dancing.
Oh, that's right, weaving different kinds of knowledge together.
So Lehr really represents that bridge, doesn't she? Between mystical and rational, sure, but also between cultures, philosophies.
Her role is helping everyone understand that magic lies in connecting diverse experiences, giving that deeper wisdom.
Which is just so vital for Philip's journey.
Okay, so it's really clear that Philip's strength, like Harry's, comes massively from these friendships. Each one brings something totally unique, but complementary.
That's the magic formula, isn't it, Philip? The lucid visionary, the dreamer at the center.
Cynthia brings that powerful voice, that courage to act.
Jack offers the solid logic, the tech skills, that unwavering loyalty.
And Lehr contributes the wisdom, the insight, the broader perspective.
It's not just individual talents lined up. They weave together, create this synergy, this stronger unit.
They absolutely elevate each other. It mirrors the Harry Potter trio perfectly, that interdependence.
Yeah.
It allows Philip to push boundaries he couldn't face alone.
Yeah, that's the core of it. Their bond is the real magic, like in Harry Potter.
It's what lets them handle the rising stakes, the conspiracies, the challenges. We know from practice that the strongest foundations aren't built on mystical forces alone, but on that genuine human connection.
The power isn't just in Philip's dreaming ability, it's in the collective force of that friendship. That's the foundation for everything.
So, wrapping up our deep dive into Lucid Journeys. We've seen how Cynthia, Lehr, and Jack really do fulfill those crucial emotional and functional roles, echoing Hermione and Ron for Philip.
Yeah, it's just a brilliant showcase of how powerful friendship is, no matter what universe you're in or how weird the challenges get.
It's timeless, really.
Which leaves us with a thought to chew on, doesn't it? As Philip's journey gets deeper, more complex, maybe even exploring different dimensions.
What new layers of magic and support will these friendships unlock? How will they evolve?
Exactly. It's exciting to think about. I mean, if Hermione and Ron helped Harry save the wizarding world.
You'll definitely want to see how Lehr, Jack, and Cynthia help Philip save the multiverse.
Couldn't have said it better. And hey, your support really helps us reach more dreamers just like you. So please drop a review if you enjoyed this, and let us know what part of Philip's journey connects most with you.
Thanks for diving deep with us.